All right, I'm right here at the Mexican Heritage Plaza, having a wonderful time. I'm right here in the gallery, right here at the Mexican Heritage Plaza in the Mayfair neighborhood, San Jose, King, and Alum Rock. So my son is up having a great time playing the trombone right now. He just finished playing the guitar and is getting a couple great classes through San Jose Jazz program that San Jose City is helping to push some funds into these neighborhoods to get the kids engaged and have their minds expanded and new skills and meeting with new people and engaging with a different language. So while that's happening, I got to thinking, it's tax season. Some people have already done their taxes as soon as they get their W-2s or figured out what their business taxes strategy is, talk to their CPAs, and maybe they have some money rolling in. So instead of, I'm not going to tell you what to do. So let's back that up. If you're looking for something to do with that tax refund that you're going to get from the state and possibly the federal government, really important that you guys, if you've seen my videos before, I've talked about avoiding bad scenarios at the end of your life. So one scenario is that you pass, just like I will pass eventually, just like many people before us have passed. It's going to happen. It's inevitable. But when that happens, what happens is there's no plan in place. Maybe you have a will. Maybe you have no will at all. But either way, if you have a will, it's just instructions to the court, Santa Clara County in my case right now, or your county or state. Pretty much every state across the country has some kind of probate process. But if you have a will, it's going to go through the court process, and they're going to say, oh, this is what the will says, this is what they wanted to happen. If nobody objects, generally that's what will happen. It will play out through the court and be a public process. If you speak with an estate planning attorney, they're going to do their best job. If you regularly review it and communicate with your family in an effective way about what you want to happen, generally it's going to avoid the probate process, and you can determine what's going to happen with your estate once you pass. Now, like I said, avoiding many concerns that if you communicate clearly, your family knows what's going to be happening, they can still object, they can still bring it to court, anybody can sue anybody for anything. But having an estate plan really gives your family a really clear picture and also makes it a place where you can do a private transaction to administer your trust. Your family can administer the trust that you wrote. And again, gonna move through from one beneficiary or trustee to the trustor and be administered to your beneficiaries the way that you want it. Whether that's to your heirs or that's to a charitable organization, whatever the case may be, you get to decide. So with that tax money that some of us are going to be getting, because we overestimated the amount that we would owe at the end, or we don't even look, we just check, put a 1 for our deferred pay for taxes, and we get what we get. So that money is something, again, if you're paying off your credit card debt, do that, right? Go ahead and do that. But if you're sitting and saying, what should I do with this money? I'm going to tell you. First of all, the first step is free. For most of the attorneys that I know, they'll do a free consultation with you to kind of figure out what your situation is. What are they going to recommend that you do? And then they'll lay out how much that's going to cost during that consultation. They'll generally give you an agreement that basically says, I'm going to do your trust, and here's how much that I'm expecting from that. Trust can range from, $1,500 up to above $10,000 or more, based on what you're trying to do and how big your estate is in terms of different assets that you own or you've accumulated over time. So again, I think it's really important you decide, if I have an extra $5,000, let's go see an estate planning attorney and get this done if you haven't already. If you already have an estate plan, you might want to put some money towards having your estate planning attorney review that. Some attorneys will actually do that as part of their initial fee. So I know some attorneys that I've heard from Southern California, they do that as part of their initial plan, which is why it's a little higher. It's supposed to last a lifetime. So they're going to review it every 5 years. If there's a life change, somebody passes in your family, new kids, new grandkids, whatever the case, you know, somebody has a drug addiction or gets disabled, those changes are really important. You go back to your estate planning attorney and say, this is what's changed. So again, some of them do it for free, some of them charge their hourly rate, but I'd say it's worth every penny for your estate in the long run. So again, a quick bit about what to do with that tax refund that you're either getting or you're sitting in the bank and you're saying, hey, I'm going to save this for whatever it may be. Please, if you have any need for an estate planning attorney in California, I've connected with a huge network of individuals that are focused on preventing families going through probate, or if families are stuck there already because you didn't get this message fast enough, you're stuck in probate, you need help. Myself, a lot of the people I've been connecting with over the last year and a half have really dedicated their lives to making sure families have what they need to get the best and highest outcome for their estate. So again, I'd love to connect you with the estate planning attorneys that I've connected with. If you're in probate, I've connected with some really great probate attorneys. Please don't hesitate, give me a call. Thank you for watching, I really appreciate it.